right, everybody. Let me make sure I got the sound going here. What is good? GM, welcome to day 2, ETH Waterloo. We are off to a fantastic start. As you can tell, it's super bright and amazing in here. There is this glass ceiling over the entire area where everyone is hacking right now too. So some beautiful natural light coming in. Everyone just had lunch. We have the whole station set up, and honestly, we were just kind of right next to Vitalik. So he is here. He's walking around talking to people. Everyone's kind of rushing up to him, trying to pitch their ideas. And hopefully, maybe we can have an opportunity to get to even ask him one single question here on the stream. That would be just ultimate goals, of course. But for everyone who's just joining us right now, this is Nouns on the Air with me, Aubtoshi. Shefo is also here running around. He's also part of a hack team that is happening here. But he is here. I'm going to make sure Shefo sits down on camera with us in a little bit, so we can say hi to everybody. We love seeing you guys here in the chat. Shout out to all of our new subscribers. We got a ton while here at ETH Waterloo. This is the first time we're doing a live stream while at the event, and I am loving this format and really enjoying being able to kind of sit down with people right there in the moment and getting to share that with all of you guys. It feels like you guys are here with me, like having the exact same experience. And so there's so much going on here. You can see a wild Tony Hawk behind me in mono, still here in the Nouns booth. One of those pamphlets that they were giving out yesterday does outline in detail a Nouns bounty for this hackathon. So if you utilize the Nouns artwork or build on their open protocol in any way, you have an opportunity to win a 5,000 USDC bounty from Nouns. So we have heard many projects that are ready to use some Nouns artwork and kind of build on whether it be the auction system or more leaning towards any type of solution for governance things. They give Nouns Agora as an example of something people can use as a protocol. So a lot of new creative ideas, a lot of ideas I've never heard before for the DAO. So I am really excited to hopefully get some more like Nounish projects that are being built here on the live today. So we will stay live. We'll have lo-fi in the meantime, just kind of in the background while you guys are here. I know that you guys we have a little background of setting up in the very beginning here. It is so lively right now. There are tons of people behind me. You can see it better in the other camera, but let me see if I can do that really quick. There we go. The main event, you guys. All those people, all the tables behind me, people are hacking right now. People are hardcore in the zone for whatever projects they're doing. We are less than 24 hours away from the deadline. That will be at 9 a.m. tomorrow on Sunday, with the awards happening at 6 p.m. I've also met a few of the judges here, hoping to get one of them to sit down with me as well. So again, a huge day, probably a little bit more focused on these projects and people completing their ideas. But I know that there's a few people that I'm going to be able to snag and sit down here to introduce themselves to you guys. So stay tuned, hang out, throw the live stream on, listen to some lo-fi when you're not here with us, and just come along for the ride. It's going to be incredible. We'll see you guys very soon. All right, let me just make sure we're good here. Hi. I saw that we had someone here from, let's see, from my Twitch. Let's freaking go. I'm just getting nice and centered here for y'all. It's a little blown out light in here right now because of this glass ceiling that's above us. It's amazing and kind of funny that people are really shattering the glass ceiling here, to say the least. There's incredible projects coming out of this event, but I kind of just wanted to stay here for a second while everyone's finishing their lunch and kind of check in with you guys and see who's on the live right now, who's someone that you want to hear from, what questions you have for people. I kind of like adjust my questions based on who I'm sitting with, but I love like the solid like single questions that you can ask someone. One of my favorite ones is like, what got you into crypto? Like what started your journey? I think that's a question that everyone wants to hear other people's answers to, because then it makes it a little bit more accessible when you hear like all these different stories. No one's story is the same. There's definitely these similar time periods where years where people kind of came in together at the same time, but those waves can always happen. There's always new waves of people coming in. So that's what we're definitely seeing here. As much as there's hackers doing their projects, we do have people that have been kind of floating around the conference with hacker badges, but they aren't necessarily attached to a project and they aren't hacking. So people are definitely here to learn and have the experience, and that's why it's so important that Nouns on the Air be here representing in this way so that you guys can take this knowledge forth with you too. Like this interactive and immersive experience that we have because of this live stream is really making it possible for me to connect you guys to people that are here and to any questions that you may have. So again, just a random call out if you guys have any questions about anything going on, if you want to hear more. Who's that? Oh, the Nanish Prof. Oh my God, hi. Okay, it is so awesome to have you here. I did want to just kind of like go live a little bit before some guests get in. We're just kind of vibing and waiting while people finish lunch. Vitalik was just over here to my right and is kind of walking around and just eating with everybody. Like the experience here of this camaraderie and people really supporting each other and each other's ideas is really epic. And as much as yesterday people were kind of keeping secret what their projects were for the hackathon, it's pretty obvious today, and you can almost like walk by any table and see the art and the logos and things that people are now generating for their hack. So everyone's kind of like getting a little bit of wind about what everyone is up to during this process. But the Nouns Fair itself has been incredible. As I was describing earlier, they have a pamphlet that they've been handing out that fully describes a $5,000 USDC bounty for anyone that can do the Nouns protocol, like build on that or hack on that, or use the artwork. So the best ones that they decide are going to win this bounty. So because of that, we've seen a lot of Nounish projects coming up. So exciting. I'm also bugging the head of CryptoKitties. He's just over to my right. I was like, I'm going live all day. Like, please come on my live stream. So hopefully I can finagle some like really awesome people to come sit down. I have other people in mind, but again, it's gonna be a little bit of a slow start. I started the stream like as fast as possible when I saw Vitalik to my right, just to make sure that like we could push go if that chance were to happen. Hey, I'm one of those people. I believe that those opportunities happen. Like, we are deserving of this. And I just took the most beautiful photos of that man ever. So I feel like I'm owed a question or two. I think that would be incredible. Obviously, there's other people here that I really, really want to introduce you guys to. We met some cool Nounish people yesterday, like even the proposer for Conda Nouns, a new prop house winner who kind of took the community by storm with their condom nouns that they're going to be passing out as part of a project for healthier sex education for their area. So it was really interesting because a lot of times we don't get to connect with these prop builders and understand like the basis of their idea or where this is coming from or how much energy they have to like put towards this. And so to get to meet people in the wild and feel like, oh my gosh, there's an actual story here. There's a real reason that these people want to do this, and I really like it. Like that is everything to me. Even just having one of those fantastic interviews yesterday was huge. We will be continuing to bring you guys as many people as possible today. I'm going to let the lunch crowd die down a little bit. It is freaking hot in here. The glass ceiling, you guys. I feel like I'm baking like a lizard under the sun, but it's beautiful. You can see the glowing, amazing noun behind me on my shoulder. It's just a really, really, really good atmosphere in here. The fact that everyone's eating and drinking water and hydrating, like there's no alcohol here. Like it's just nice and sunny and beautiful, and people are so intelligent, you guys. the casual conversations that I'm overhearing about just like, oh, I have an idea about this, or what about this, or like these epic solutions to things that I think we all come across quite often being in this industry. I'm going to hopefully, like I said, get some people to give up some alpha on their ideas. We will not be live streaming tomorrow. So this is the last 24 hours of the event. The contestants and the award show happen at 6 p.m. tomorrow, and the deadline for your project, 9 a.m. So I know that people are going to be a little bit busy trying to get everything together. There's also like 3 other floors here I wasn't aware of. Like if you guys can see above me, let me see if I can get on this cam. Okay, so yes, see this little area? This is an entire other floor of tables, and there's like a whole room with like 50 beds in it, you guys, like little cots for people to sleep on. So this is the night that everyone's kind of staying up, not sleeping, finishing their projects, and oh, Prof, hi, thank you. Those pics, like, there's something about photography, like we so often for Nouns on the Air, like we are just known for, we have the video, you know, we take tons of video, 2 separate cameras, we have 2 different angles, we do the live stream with our video cameras, and just recently we were able to get a camera so we can take photos, because every time I go to these events, I'm like, you know, as much as we're capturing these moments through these videos and these short stories, like there's these instances that are just so beautiful, and like everyone like that I photograph here is just like beautiful and intelligent, and like there's something that just gives off. I don't know. I think it's maybe just like the really good intentions that are here. Like there's just a lot of good intention, especially you're just feeling that the whole time when people are talking about their projects and their ideas. A lot of times that has something to do with public goods or an open source protocol that's going to change the planet, or you know, how they can affect a country or a city that they're in, like in a positive way. It is so inspiring. It is so the part of Web3. I feel like that is just not talked about enough, but I think I know why. And it's because if our live stream wasn't even here, everyone here is just gathering and speaking and just being that. It's not necessarily being recorded like these background things. So I'm very fortunate to be here. Really excited to be highlighting people, both the image of them and, you know, them getting to talk about their project here on this stream. And I am super inspired to hopefully get to bring this stream to other events. I actually just met a woman here who, believe it or not, we go to Japan in 2 days to be a part of the last 2 weeks of Japan Blockchain Week, which is actually like 3 weeks of events. But while we're there, there's another event right in Osaka, which is, we're going to be in Kyoto, so just pretty close, like an hour away. And she said we could bring the live stream there. So we're going to get to bring a live stream in Japan, you guys. I'm so excited. I did not think that we were going to do that. I'm not live streaming at IVS Crypto. So it's going to happen. Hi, Malcolm, GM, to you. I have to get back to you, by the way, but I have some ideas, and I kind of met someone here who is running hackathons in the area of the world you're in, and I was curious if they're the same events. So we will connect outside of this, but we just have been going nonstop at ETH Waterloo, so I will be getting back to you, and I really love your proposal idea about coming to those events. These types of hackathons and things are so important, and all of the projects and like platforms that we end up using in this industry are born at these conferences. So again, we will get back to you guys. I'm going to go try to wrangle some interviewers, but I just wanted to hop in here as we're like live and early here. My suggestion is throw this live on a TV, throw it up in the corner of your little computer screen, whatever you got going on today. Happy Saturday to you guys. I'm not sure what you have going on, but it's just very calming lo-fi music in between guests, and then you'll just hear me pop in with a new person every once in a while. So yesterday we went 4.5 hours on the stream. We started a little bit earlier today, and so I'm thinking I'm just going to be leaving this just till like the evening time, just like yesterday. So feel free to kind of check back in here every now and then. I've pinned it to both of my Twitter profiles, and we will just be here vibing and meeting new people. Day 2, ETH Waterloo. It is so awesome to be here with you guys. Nouns on the Air, live every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm Aubtoshi. I'm going to go find Shefo, so make him sit down for an interview so he could say hi. He hasn't been on the stream this week at all because he's been running around getting awesome content, but it's awesome to be here with you guys, and we will be checking back in very shortly. Thank you so much, and see you very soon. Hi, everybody. We are here with a guest. Thank you guys for hanging out in the live stream. It's awesome to see you. This is Dosh. He's rocking the red noggles. I got my black ones. I don't know if they're gonna fit with the hat. Oh, here we go. Very nownish.
Nice.
Okay, so I love meeting the official sponsors of the event, and it's always awesome to hear about new projects. So why don't you introduce yourself and the project that you're part of here?
Yeah, you bet. My name is
Right here.
Dosh. Like it was said, I'm kind of nervous here. I just haven't done this in a very long time.
Let me make sure your mic is on there.
Mic check 1 2 3.
I can hear you. Can we hear him chat? Let's
Chat.
make sure.
Say hello.
Let's see.
Is there anyone in the chat right
It's
now?
so strange. Okay, technical difficulties. Give us 1 second. We will be right back.
Perfect.
Let's try one more time. Let's see if we can hear you in there.
Test 1 2 3.
That is so weird. I don't know what is going on. The first guest, of course. Okay, give us 5 minutes, guys. We will be back stream. 1 second. Okay, we're doing it live, guys. I think it's just my headphones today, but it's awesome to have you here. Again, let's introduce yourself to the world and what your project is here at ETH Waterloo.
Yeah, you bet. So I'm Dosh. I'm from Gnosis Chain. I do comms and marketing and a little bit of everything. Just depends on the day. And Gnosis Chain is essentially another layer 1 blockchain, and not just any blockchain though. So everyone loves Ethereum, right?
Yes.
And the reason for it is the decentralization aspect of it, right? You can't take the network down. It's super resilient, and but there's just one small little issue, right? And that's the gas cost. And, not everyone's got a few ETH to spend on gas and minting cool tokens like nouns. But you know, the idea behind Gnosis Chain is that like we need to be accessible to all, and we also need to be decentralized. So the idea behind Gnosis Chain is that we want to be as decentralized as possible, because decentralized block space is actually very rare, and you can see that with Ethereum's gas fees. And yeah, that's kind of it. And yeah, if you look at it kind of in a bigger perspective, once we onboard like billions of users, like kind of how everyone wants, you know, crypto to expand.
Yes.
We will have not enough block space, right? And now with regulations and all that kind of stuff that's coming up, these centralized entities will most likely be fully regulated, which is kind of the opposite of what you want for a blockchain. So yeah, that's kind of it for Gnosis Chain.
That's incredible. Do you think it's important for you guys and similar projects to be at events like ETH Waterloo?
Absolutely, yeah. I think that like ETH Waterloo is a place that's one of the ideal places to have these kind of events, because there is, I believe there was 47% of the people that are here right now are new to Web3.
Yes.
So trying to get them in right at the start and trying to get them to understand like the reasons why you need decentralized block space is a very good thing.
Yep, we have chat saying Gnosis Chain, the POAP chain.
The POAP chain, that's correct.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think that's how I had first heard about you guys.
Yeah, that's correct.
It's awesome to see you guys here. Are there any other like notable projects that are on chain with you guys right now?
Yeah, like I mean, POAP is like the number one. I think
Yep.
there's like 7 million POAPs or something like
Wow.
that. Yeah, so it's like super high. Like everyone loves the POAP, and like, you know, whenever you do something like a live stream like this right now, everyone's gonna say when POAP. So if you were
Yes.
here, come to our booth. We do have a POAP for you.
Oh my gosh, I still have to go get that.
Yeah, you gotta come.
We did a shirt trade, we did Noggles trade, and now I got to go get my POAP, I
Yeah.
think.
Now, like in terms of notable projects, I don't want to favor anyone, so I'm not going to feature anyone. But we do have something really cool coming out, which I think is going to kind of revolutionize the space.
Okay.
So we got what's called Gnosis Pay coming out, and
Ooh,
it's
Gnosis
a
Pay?
Visa card that is a self-custodial smart contract wallet. So if you guys know what Gnosis Safe is, imagine that on a Visa card. You load it with your crypto, and then you can just go pay at any terminal. So there's no ramping, there's no
wow.
exchanging, none of that. So it's all taken care of, and that's going to be coming up very soon.
That's so huge. Like things like that are going to be what onboards a ton of new people, because you could just be using a card and you're not necessarily having this like thought process of, oh, I'm on chain right now, or I'm utilizing crypto right now. Like it just makes it so seamless and easy, I think, for a normal person to adopt.
Yeah, totally. And like I think that like, you know, you have all these people working in these organizations, and you know that's a huge like hurdle. They're like, okay, well, how do I get paid? Now that's kind of removed. So yeah, it's going to be really cool to see like DAOs and how they incorporate all these things.
Wow. How long
Yeah.
have you been with Gnosis Chain?
I've been with Gnosis Chain for about a year and a half-ish now, but I used to work on the chain before Gnosis merged with XDAI.
Wow.
So yeah, I've been doing a lot of different things in terms of like governance tooling, just public goods in general, and then some DEX stuff, and yeah.
That's always like a green flag for me. I think when we see this longevity of staying with a project for so long, like I've been with Nouns about a year and a half too, but you really know that people who are spending a long time with a certain company or with a certain project, like it's obviously like meaningful to you, and you can obviously see future use cases and like the great things that are happening right now with the project. So it's great to hear that you've been with them so long. Are you going to go to any of the other ETH Global events?
Hopefully I do, but I'm not too sure. They kind of it depends. We have quite a few people that work for Gnosis Chain, and it's like, but I don't even know actually. It's between 120 and like 200.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm not 100%
Well, I think we got to
sure.
clip this interview and you got to show it to them and be like, hello, I'm
Yeah,
an
yeah, for
incredible
sure.
ambassador for Gnosis Chain, and I think I need to be at the other events.
There we go. I hope that this will get me to all the other events. I'm looking for Paris event for sure, and I
Ooh.
heard Tokyo was awesome.
Yes.
So I want to go to Tokyo Gnosis Chain. Please watch this interview.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sitting down with us. One of our first guests today. We will be live streaming for the next few hours and kind of popping in and out with guests. I'm so excited we got to finally talk. And I will be spending time, hopefully, at your guys' booth, learning a little bit more and getting that POAP. So
Awesome.
I really appreciate it. Have an awesome rest of your time here. I know everyone's kind of hacking, so the sponsor booths are a little quiet right now. I'm going to go and hunt down other sponsors to hear about their projects, but I'm really, really excited. We got an official Gnosis Chain interview today with
Awesome.
Nouns on the Air. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Nam.
All right, guys, we'll be back soon with guests. Thank
See
you
ya.
so much. All right, everybody, we are already back with our next guest. I have a feeling today was going to be like back to back because we do have some time today while people are hacking to sit down with people and learn about their projects. This is Israel. I'm so excited to have him here. The iconic neon green headphones. I like catch you walking around the event and I always know where you are. I think it's such a good thing. It's like seeing someone in Noggles almost. But why don't you guys head and say hi to the live stream, introduce yourself, and what are you here doing at ETH Waterloo?
Sure thing. My name is Israel. I'm from Mexico. I'm part of Nouns DAO Amigos.
Yay!
And I'm also hacking here using different technologies to build a medical solution to make it a public good. Because inspired on Nouns, actually, health should be public. Health should be for everybody. And inspired on this, we are building here in the hackathon basically a medical scan so that anytime you get anything, you don't have to go to a doctor and fill out a clinic history every single time you go, so that you can take it with you with all your medical data, and also that it helps in case of an emergency, hoping that nobody needs it, but it happens, that you can get the treatment you need without waiting for someone to help and come and assist you. So basically, using NFTs, using encrypted data, and account abstraction, we are building emergency scan to make health a public good.
And is this emergency scan something like anyone can access? Like,
Yes.
how would you access? Is it like through a device or?
You can have various ways of using it, but the focus of this is that once you update your data, any doctor and yourself can update it and use it, and you can bring it in a wristband, on an NFC card on your phone, or even a tattoo if you want. I mean, hopefully, looking that everyone can use it, and it's going to be free for the people.
Wow, that is incredible. And are you building that out here for the hackathon?
Yes. Well, building it here and looking forward to bring it to the world, right?
Yes, yes, yes. That's the best part about these events is it's almost like a platform to be able to launch your idea, hack as much as possible over the 3 days, but then like continue to develop that idea.
That's the point of being here. I mean, some people come for the projects, some people come for the money, but we're looking to bring a legacy. So
That is so cool. That's what I'm talking about, guys. I was just saying to the stream earlier, just a one-on-one about the ideas that are coming out of here are so incredible. To see that you guys are doing like public goods, you're thinking about the future, you're offering like medical, solutions by this like scan that someone could do. Because I do believe too, like if you can catch something early, you have a much better chance
yes.
than if you're just completely unaware. I think it's like putting the power back into people's hands, like their own health.
Basically, I mean, we're trying to decentralize the most human service of all, health. So that's where we're building. And just in case no one has told you this on the interviews, you don't need to be a developer to be here. You can be any type of profession. You can do anything here. I mean, I don't develop. I don't do software. I don't know how to make a line of code.
Yes.
But I'm here. I'm the business developer. I have the idea. I get the design. I make it pretty. And the coder just makes the code.
Yes, well, the key position in every hacker group here, I think, is the project manager.
Yes.
It's the person with the vision that can also then like coordinate everyone in the group, because it's just a piece of it that brings it all together and like everyone's different talents together. I also noticed there is a lack of front end devs here.
Yes.
User, experience is so important, and so if you're a front end dev, like you need to start checking out hackathons. Like every group could utilize one to make like that final amazing coded project like look a little bit pretty for everybody too. So what do you think? I guess that's your last question. Like, well, first of all, just congrats on Nouns DAO Amigos. Like I've really been a little bit more introduced to you guys because of this conference, and I'm so excited to continue to follow you. I really want to put in a prop. I swear I'll do it in Spanish.
Yes.
Because I want to get a Nouns DAO Amigo token. The only way you can get one of those tokens is through Prop House and winning a round. So congrats on that and being a part of that group. But Nouns DAO Amigos aside, like, what do you think is like, do you think like it's important to come to events like this, no matter what kind of group you're a part of in Web3?
Oof, of course. I mean, Web3, it's a digital world, but the best place where you can experience it is on real life events. So, I mean, you know people on Twitter and you know their PFPs, but once you come here and you hug them, because hugging is very nounish, so
Yes, yes.
come hug, come read and meet and share ideas. That's I think in real life, it's the best place you can do because Twitter Spaces is cool. Interviews, it's cooler. But in real life, you can share everything.
Yes, because even like the short little interactions we've had with each other, I've learned so much more about you than I could have if I just like DM'd you on Discord.
Yeah.
So I think there's a complete need and a place for all the online stuff, but IRL just like solidifies that. And now it makes it so that when we do talk to each other online, we have this experience, and so we're able to like communicate in a better way, I think. Well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for sitting down with me today. We will be live for a few hours, so if you have anyone that you think should come over here or another person from your project, maybe someone who's doing like the coding part, I don't know if they'd be into doing an interview, but we would love to hear from them because I
Sure
really,
thing.
really like your project.
Sure thing. Thanks a lot and see you.
Yes, thank you guys. We will be back soon with another guest. Just keep the live stream going, and thanks guys for tuning in. 115 vibes are a whole thing. We are back with our next guest, who I'm so excited to talk about because I think you're going to help us bring the live stream to an event in Japan, which is going to be amazing.
Wow, yeah, like Japan community, right? Like they really have good loyalty, maybe like to those NFT or Web3 projects.
Yeah.
So I do think, yeah, let's go Asia, especially Japan community.
Yes, let's do it. We have a Nouns DAO Japan community.
I know, right?
That does like nounish things. I'm going to definitely tell them about the event as well. But in the meantime, for all of our live stream viewers, and then for anyone who watches this afterwards, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us what you're doing at ETH Waterloo.
Absolutely. So my name's Susie. You can see my name tag.
Susie.
So I'm a speaker. So I actually speaks about like some token standards, including some like very foundational ones, including like ERC20 to ERC721, and also like we have a streamline. Although like I only was offered like 30 minutes, so the time is so limited. So
Yes.
we also talk about like maybe 1155, maybe 6551, and also 3525, which is also like adding on to maybe ERC20 and 721.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I need to like sit
It's
down and
okay.
have like a lesson with you about it.
Absolutely. Let's do that later.
Did you speak yesterday at the
Yes.
conference? Okay, great. And was it in one of like these workshop rooms?
And workshop too.
Oh, that is so awesome. That's like the best part about this event is not only are people hacking, but there's workshops happening, there's speeches. Speaking of which, Vitalik did open up the event last evening. And right when we started the stream, he was standing over there. And I actually saw you talking to him and I snapped like a really awesome photo of you speaking to him.
Thank you
What
so
can
much.
I ask? Like, if it's not too personal, like I did see that you got like a question in or got to talk to him. Like, what were you talking to him about?
So my major, actually, I'm studying university. It's located in Vancouver. So
Oh,
my
awesome.
major is actually psychology. So like not really like those actual coders who are major maybe like in math, maybe in engineering or software engineering. But I'm more like the non-tech person in this conference. But I do find myself a niche. At least I'm a speaker, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So I don't know, like I was talking to Vitalik about maybe like mass adoption, maybe from the science world to maybe Web3. So we talked about maybe the application of DeFi or maybe like Psych plus blockchain to protect like user privacy. And also like we talk about GameFi since I'm a heavy gamer. So he also mentioned like the finance aspect of gaming is definitely like the thing that we want to tackle because like maybe $1 that you earned is actually from another person's pocket, which is making GameFi like not a thing right now. So instead of maybe circulating within the community, maybe we should need to reach out and also like having more resources for venue.
Oh my gosh, I love that. That's so true. Like getting it out of just like a circulation amongst the one community and making it maybe produce something new. That is so. What's your favorite game?
You mean like Web3 gaming or Web2?
I don't know. You said you were a gamer. Do you have like a favorite?
So right now, it's like in my first 2 years of university, but right now I'm just too busy.
Yeah.
Because like Web3 is 24/7 job.
Yep.
So I have to be engaged, like keeping up myself to the news. So right now I do not really have time for like such a big game. But right now, like I'm more engaged in maybe like some casual or mini games, which
Yep.
I also find maybe Web3 is more able to tackle because maybe compared to those Web2 big companies, Web3 is not really having enough funding. So maybe like mini game or casual game is definitely like what we
Yes.
can do.
That's what I've seen. Like I like the even old school like Atari like vibes of games and people like kind of implementing Web3 characters with them instead. Speaking of Dota 2, did you know that there's like a Nouns esports team, but we have a Nouns Dota 2 team
Oh no!
and they're
no.
good.
Tell
It's
me
great. Wait, I have to
more.
show you. I have to
Tell me
literally show
more.
you this. You're gonna freak out. Nouns esports. Maybe I'll show you guys and you'll know Nouns esports. We're just doing this live. I got to show her. There's no
please.
way that I can have you leave it. Look at this. Wait, I'll show you. They also have a Pokemon Go League team.
I was actually playing Pokemon like on campus,
Yeah.
and like I'm so like focused. Like all the other people are asking me like whether I need help or not. I'm like, oh yes and no because I'm catching Pokemon.
Oh my god! But, they post. Okay, Nouns esports. You guys are the best at social media. Because I can't even find these posts that I just saw a few days ago. I feel like at these conferences, you guys are responding to everybody. We love this. We love. I don't know what. Oh, here we go. Grand finals time, dude. Isn't that cool?
Oh my
They're a
gosh!
Nouns funded team and they're called Nouns. There are people in the gamer world who, when you say, like, do you know what Nouns are? They say, yeah, it's a Dota 2 team. And they
Oh
don't
my-
even know it's a DAO.
Oh my gosh! And also, like, I really think Nouns is really doing a great job on onboarding people to maybe Web3. It's like the Kickstarter, like where you can
Yes.
do something, maybe like from esport, maybe with some public good. So it's like you guys are everywhere. So like we want to invite you guys maybe to Japan and also like do something
Yes.
together. Maybe because we are also like hosting an offline event in Osaka in July the 2nd in a very fancy, like you have that picture, like with like 360-degree LED screens that we can display everything.
Oh my gosh, we should totally have like little Nouns creatures and stuff on it too. Okay,
Let's
I'm
do-
so excited that
let's
we
do
met. On the first day, you actually came up to me when I was like trying to take pictures of Metallica because I was wearing noggles, and you said, "What are those?" And like, I got to give you. You were one of the first people I gave at the conference, like some noggles. So I'm so excited we connected. I'm so excited for the event in Osaka. We will be there, which is so crazy that we're going to be in the same place at the same time.
Exactly. And also, like, we will be also inviting some Japanese artists, like those like content creators, those music creators, those Web3 creators to that event to perform for you guys. So stay tuned.
Oh my
like I will
gosh.
talk to Aubtoshi.
Yes, let's go. I'm so excited. That deserves an air horn. Thank you so much for sitting down
Thank
with
you so
me. And
much.
I will definitely get those amazing, awesome pictures to you.
Thank you.
And enjoy the rest of your time at ETH Waterloo. Come back and even give us an update maybe later. I'm going to be live streaming for hours. So
Absolutely. We'll talk to you later, Nouns community. Thank you so much
Yes,
for
bye,
your time.
guys.
Bye.
All right, another amazing Now It's Now Amigos person, someone who's like really holding the community together as a whole, I think. Lex, it's awesome to meet you finally in person.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so used to seeing your PFP. What is that animal called again? Do you know?
Okay, so it's a cacomixtle.
Oh my God.
It's a difficult word.
It's
yeah.
a combination. Maybe like when we clip this, I'll try to show you guys the PFP, but it's a combo of like a cat with a raccoon tail. It is so freaking cute. And so every time I like talk to you online, I like imagine that little creature. So it's awesome to see you in person. I also want to shout out, like I had Mono on here yesterday.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys can tell, but these like jumpsuits that they have, they're wearing with the nouns on them, they are so freaking cool. Like this will replace the nouns.
That's awesome. We should like get a uniform for all on the ground
Yes,
activations.
I know, exactly. Well, so speaking of which, so we are here at ETH Waterloo. Nouns Now Amigos is, doing the Nouns Fair here. Like it's incredible. It's been like this centerpiece for everybody here. So we do have a couple people hanging out in the live, but we will use these interviews later as well. So what about for like a brand new person? Why don't you introduce yourself and talk about why you're here at ETH Waterloo?
Oh, okay. So I'm Lex. I started Nouns Amigos last year. Nouns Amigos had its first anniversary on this month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's worth an air horn.
Yeah, and it all started because we thought Nouns was such an amazing community, and I was myself getting introduced in Web3 with women communities like her DAO and several communities in Spanish also.
Oh, wow.
So I realized that it was very important for people to start in a group because I also had another kind of entry to Web3 in less information, and I was doing like all by myself. Community, starting to going to events. Like I had a scholarship to go to a hackathon. So that's how I started like my way in Web3.
Which hackathon was that?
Wormhole in Miami.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah, New York.
Oh,
New York.
nice.
So I think that was like a breaking point because I also went to ETH NYC last year, and also since I'm a designer, I was like really amazed by the NFT communities doing